B's a little bit off, and you're a little too little.
Needs to come up a little bit.
Down. Right there. There's a little one down.
Down. Quickly before I forget about it, man. Well, I was thinking there weren't many. Boy, there's a lot of young ones coming on, I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad to have it. What are you going to play?
Oh, doesn't make any difference. Let's see. Whatever you feel comfortable playing, whatever you're doing. Oh,
Just have so around.
let's play a little waltz then.
Okay.
In G we play it, the Rock All the Babies.
Okay.
hookers or on top. Where'd you learn that? When you were telling me off
Feller up in Nebraska.
yeah, that's the one. Was it Walters or Walters? Yeah. Just whatever.
Here's one I don't know how to play future. Practically like the same,
Okay.
except it don't go to that C. It's
Right.
just a straight. Called Tug Boat. I don't know.
No, we've never played that. Put that minor in there, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
Sounded good to me.
Well, it might work.
Oh, well, no, that's all right. Should I just have stayed in, not to go to C on that, though?
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean in that second part.
You know.
And all of it, just right straight on through.
G to down to D, right
Yeah.
back to G, right over to C.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find 9/10 of the time if I say something sounds good, but when we play it back again, you're always right.
It don't sound too bad.
Well, I wouldn't want to hit it if you're not hitting it on there. That would well, I mean, you know, no need for you to, that's the thing. I don't want to play it the way it's supposed to be. Well, want to go up into C, try our waltz there with a farewell?
Yeah.
that one time though, it's coming back down. But
Yeah.
that's the other part I got there. I think I've got that now where I can kind of remember.
Back up and push.
Yeah. Whatever. What are some other things we don't usually play? Of course, we always play Wagner and
Yeah,
some of those.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of some others that rain out there.
Yeah, it's raining.
Oh, that's good.
Starting to strike for
Yeah,
it.
that's
We
pretty
pay
cool.
the come, but this.
start my. I did that on that one of those others too.
Well, let's go back to A or something.
Yeah, let's out now. There, we're getting to that Cherokee Shuffle, which is all right. Now that went. You'll have to explain that to me again. I've forgotten it.
Let's play another.
Okay.
Warmed up.
Yeah, fine. That's fine.
Oh, let's see. What time is it?
Okay. Get brave, and then I end up in the wrong place.
Pardon?
Pardon?
I wasn't in good tune.
Well, we're making different design here. I think I like the waltzes in A. Really, as much as chance to remember what it was anyway here on that. he's better.
Yeah, I like
than
it
this
better.
one.
Because you can tell when you go up there, and you can already tell when you
Can't
go
hardly, no,
Can't even, don't even know how they make it. Yeah, I like that in the
Yeah.
You get more of a bass.
Yeah, that's I can tell when I'm tired when I'm playing, when I'm not tired. I don't think quite as fast.
I had to roll or something, a darn lawnmower or something.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
Some of these times I want to work on you've heard of Limerock, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. Might as well work on that.
And the other part's in.
Well, let's work on the first part. Should be on G.
Hit D and
Yeah, yep.
I'm listening to you more than I'm sitting.
Oh, yeah. What?
Up to E, like
Yeah, of course, I don't.
It's E now.
Oh. It's got three parts then, doesn't it? I mean, well, I mean three chords. Three chords.
Yeah, yeah. It's
A,
not
B,
so many
and
changes.
no, but just three
It
chords.
plays an A part, no, yeah,
The
A part,
and
and a D part, and then back to an A part,
and
and
then
into E, and then back into
A,
A
and
again,
then to
and D, and then back into
A
A.
and into. That's it. Okay.
Ain't that something?
Let's go again. Huh? Now,
It's pretty.
where are you through when you sit there? What do you call that? Fix the collar. What do they call it?
Now that's
What would you call that? I mean, no, that kind of stuff. What do you call that? Where, you know, a lot of times they'll do that on whole songs. You know, there was another fiddler there from Fayetteville. Everybody used to play Bob Wills, I guess. Art said if Bob Wills was happy when somebody sat down and played, they always say, this guy was awful good. Do I have that on one of the records? Didn't think it did.
No, I never did put it out on record.
But I've heard, I don't think we ever...
I mean, you really have to rehearse.
You may have played that at some music party where I've been, because that name was familiar when you said Limerock. I think you did play one of those.
I've only got one guy that I really never played it very much, and that's Kurt Powell at Stockton.
Now, what I'll need to do, of course, by this, I'll go ahead and I'll get my timing in as when to go down. The only thing you kind of throw me off on one is that...
I halfway played that thing. I ain't done it yet.
Oh, well, that's okay. But I need a, what I guess they call a bridge, to bring you back up from one chord to another, you know, sometimes. Now, if I could never learn the runs in between, though, that's good. I always like it when they
don't have too much.
Not much. There's only one you could kind of, that last part you can kind of go.
Yeah.
No, I mean to bring you from one chord to another. You know, bridge or something. Art calls that. That's a good one. I like that.
You know, you got to both know it in order to. It's hard to me. I'm not fooling. I used to play pretty good.
Oh, that sounded all right to me. Well, now, where'd you learn that? I'm just curious to always know where you learned it.
I learned that off Herman Johnson. Down in Oklahoma. He's good. I think he's one of the best down there myself.
Yeah.
He's better than Texas Short Ear or Barrett or any of them in my book.
I don't know if he was at this thing. I don't remember
down there.
Oh, yeah, you were there, too.
Yeah. But to me, he's much better than Texas Short Ear. He's more smooth out. Texas Short Ear.
Well, that's kind of, course, that was a different type of, that Shorty was a different type of fit, just like their seconding. Now, it kind of fascinated me the way they did that, loud, muffled type of, but it wouldn't sound good for a lot of things we play, I don't think.
No.
Because it gets too loud, it overshadows the...
I've played some of them guys. Now, some of my tunes I play, that
sounds all right, yeah.
Then I'll play another little off, something like Durham's Willow, and that stuff don't work.
And then they do it on some of the slower ones that doesn't sound as good either.
So it's just depending on what you're playing.
But now I noticed, here it is. Yeah. Okay. Started. Let's do it one more time. I want to slip another run in there too. You can put in that extra bass run, but there's not time in that.
No.
I thought,
no, that's about all you can put in.
I thought maybe after you came up, did that once, then you could slip another one, but there's not you lack a couple of beats on that. Well, we're in A, let's play that A and B, now let's see, no, there's an A and E waltz, what was it?
A and E rag.
Okay, A and E rag. Now, we played that one time, I don't think we played it since. So I play it in A first, and then just go to E, isn't that it?
I play two parts, just like a chord reach tune.
Yeah.
That won't make sense, then you know which one to go to.
Okay.
I play each one twice. There it is. Now, does that need that D and the... I don't know. It
doesn't sound really...
Not in the E part.
No,
or is it
straight.
maybe Maybe.
But I don't even think it really made much difference in that first part.
You can put it in, I don't know.
Well, I did the first time, and I did it the second time, and I really didn't notice it made much difference.
Much difference.
You warmed up enough there to try that Cherokee Shuffle?
Yeah.
Now, that went first time to that F sharp. Is that
In
right?
that first part, if you
Yeah,
only
the
go
first
it
part.
one time.
Yeah, that's
And then,
right.
of course, I go over twice, you go back
Yeah,
in.
okay. Oh.
And the other part is a little different.
Yeah, I remember it.
You want to try it?
Yeah. Okay, the first time it's A to F sharp minor, then to A again, and then to D, and then to E.
I don't know.
I think it was. Yeah, you went that D the second time. Then
Yeah,
the second part.
Sure, you did. Yeah.
All right. Now wait a minute. The first part, there's two parts to it.
Yeah. And the other
Okay, then the other part was
you used that twice.
Yeah, you do that twice, and then the second part you go from this, that A to the F sharp minor, and then to A to D to E, and then back to the F sharp minor, and then down to E again, and then back up to E. Yeah,
I
okay.
think it's correct.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I like that too. I like it.
Everybody that play it, they like it.
Waltz and A, that's the long one, isn't it?
That's what you use.
Yeah.
Those.
Extra E.
B, yeah.
I'm getting that F in there. mess with in that. I don't think it.
I don't
think
think
it goes. It doesn't go there. I do like that chord. That's a new one I've learned. I kind of like to play with. Of course, that snowshoes where I really like to use it. Let's see, there was something else we were. Shamos O'Brien. Do you play Shamos? Yeah. You never play it. I don't have you ever played it. You don't use an A?
On top and third.
Okay.
And it's on the other fine part, it uses a B and E.
Yeah. Just A. Okay.
It should be.
All right. You want me to do a straight B or that B?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Okay. I still think solar energy or this type of thing is going to be something they'll learn to use.
They better get working on it, haven't they?
Well, they won't get to working on it until the guys that are making money off one bunch can find out they can make money off the other, and then they'll do it. Now, that's just what it takes.
Well, it sounds scary to me.
Well,
He's going to speak at 7 o'clock tonight.
I tell you, everything I buy, being in a small business is the craziest thing to be. And being a shopkeeper is a thing of the past because you're in between. You either should have nothing or you should be a millionaire. That's it. And shopkeeper's no different than that poor old guy working for the labor union that they may strike and get a raise, but he doesn't get the big hunk, you know.
Oh, the labor unions are so mad right now.
Yeah.
They told that George Meany tonight. Ooh.
Well,
You know, that's cars and things like that, and they're going to give a rebate if you buy a car that'll use less
Less gas.
gas.
They're trying to get that down.
Yeah, but that's
I don't know.
what makes
We're
big
catching up. This has to happen someday. We're bound to happen.
Oh, I think so.
And just hope we can get through it all right. I think most people, we can adjust. You know that. Everybody thinks they need this or that, and they don't. Now, let's see. Well, let's go to D here. I want to play Snowshoe once. That's good. I like that. around.
Something like that.
I think that sound means when I'm doing it, but on there it does.
It wasn't
Hitting it too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too hard.
I'm hitting it too hard. That's what I'm doing.
Well, not take
If I
one,
can
now the
hit
rest
it.
of it is all right.
Yeah.
Hit that one.
I'm hitting it too hard. Trouble is, I may be, I may be doing it without realizing.
Yeah, I think you are. I realize that.
If I just hit it easier. Let's go one chorus through that again. Let me see how I can knock that down. If I can remember to do it now.
Just right.
Of course, what I'm doing is I'm thinking this quick change, and I'm also trying to do that too. I mean, both hands were doing it, but that time when I'm conscious of it, I think I muffled it down. There's hope. I'll get some of these. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to leave about 10, 15 minutes there. What do you...
Can you get the cowboy waltz?
But we've only played it one time.
And it sounds like you go back to D from that key, but you go back to an A.
Okay. All right. The second I did it, didn't go there.
There is a place you can
All right, that should have gone.
The last time around.
Yep. Yeah.
Up a little bit.
Before I go into the A?
I guess.
Yeah, I think it is. No, yeah. Because I thought that's what... listen to these guys on these records, you know,
Yeah.
like you and I. Sometimes mine don't seem to come out quite as well. What's that? E and A? No, A and E rag. Isn't there an A?
Maybe I'm gonna go.
Oh no. All right. What's the one that goes to
Brown.
Brown? Yeah.
The one part is straight. The first
Yeah.
part.
First part's
No,
straight.
no, the
First part's where you go to the D, and the second part. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. Got a good time.
Yeah. Now, where did you remember where you learned that? The reason I keep asking, I always like to know the background of these things, but they interest me, and I just, you probably don't remember a lot of them.
I don't want to learn
But,
it.
yeah. What's interesting to me is the ones that you've learned in recent years,
Yeah.
and the ones you learned from your dad and your uncles and everything, that are the old timers.
This one, I learned this not too many years ago.
Uh-huh.
Before I got it, man.
Well, the variety must be so much more now than it used to be before they had radio and,
We
and
got
records.
much more variety now.
Oh,
than
yeah.
we used to.
Well, I noticed down there, it used to be, right when these things first came out, you'd see just a tourist, but why, every fiddler around there and every native down there has a tape recorder now.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, you come home and, well, Art, you do too, I'm sure, learn off these tapes, new songs.
First thing you know, you just pick
Yeah,
one up.
uh-huh. So I imagine the variety is
Yeah,
really
yeah,
a lot. Oh, I know one we haven't played is Salty
Oh, Salt River.
Salt River. Yeah. Runs in there because I hadn't practiced. I forget where it goes. There's where I'm trying to go. Doesn't sound that good anyway.
Ready? Especially where there's just two of us playing, you see, it leaves it too empty.
Yeah, it leaves me sounding too loud too. Oh well. Well, let's see if I got more. Let's waltz now. We haven't played. There's some waltz we haven't played.
Mary?
Let's see. Those runs don't sound too bad there, do they? Or are they too loud? Or
You didn't put very many in it, did you?
well, just
Not
a little
that
bit.
big.
No, I mean just what I did put in there. That
that's
sounded all right.
all.
Don't, that's what I told you. Just very
Yeah.
now. Just say that. Doesn't
Yeah. Yeah, just like you was putting that.
you just go around and go like that, and I'll know.
No.
I don't really know. I
There's
just
a few of them. All
yeah,
right.
just a few. Yeah.
You couldn't put many in there, I don't think, to make it sound right.
No. But I mean, what I didn't do when I
Yeah.
didn't test one, it sounded all right.
Yeah,
Because that's what I want. I don't want to put too much in. That's the whole thing. Because I noticed on all your records, these guys that second you, they don't go wild with these
No.
runs.
I don't want
Oh, let's see. There's one more here. Let's see. Just think one that, whatever you think that
English Campbell.
is. Okay. That'll let you rest a minute before Wayne gets here. You tell Wayne you're working with some shifts now.
Yeah, worked them.
Well,